One half of the Poor Minds podcast, Lex P, just got exposed by a woman from her past. Lex P and this woman was apparently friends for a very long time. They work at the same club together until one night where a random occurrence at the club changed their relationship forever. The woman that exposed Lex P, her name is Toya Kent. Now, Toya Kent discovered a secret after a random occurrence with Lex P at the club one night. And the secret that was exposed to her was apparently Lex P was dealing with her baby dad and fiance at the time that she'd been dealing with for 8 years. Now, apparently Lex P and his fiance was dealing with each other for 6 years of their 8-year relationship. But the worst part about it, according to Toya, Lex P would often reference like this affair with her baby daddy and call the baby daddy Rapper Bay on the podcast to this day. And according to her, that makes her relive the trauma each and every time she hears Lex P go viral for talking about Rapper Bay.
Leave that person in the dust. Like, I don't think you reap good benefits or positive benefits or yield positive results in life when you do evil shit to people on purpose. Yes, granted, this nigga was evil towards you, so you gonna turn into an evil person too? Versus still being a good person.
I agree with you because that's the road I always take. But I also
I don't know, queen, because you be caping for bitches when they be doing crazy shit.
I understand where you're coming from. I personally wouldn't do it.
So then I think you should say that instead of being like, I feel like it be okay when women do.
Because it does.
But it really don't, though. It's not okay when nobody do the shit. It's not okay when men do it. It's not okay when women do it. It's not okay when humans do fucked up shit to each other.
So my take on that is both parties, my baby daddy and Lex, they both played their part. And when I say they did their big one, they did their big one. That betrayal, y'all, did not just affect me. It affected my entire household. It affected my kids. It affected my mindset. I literally had to operate off of a broken heart. Do you understand me? A broken heart. And for years, I allowed people to call me bitter. I allowed people to call me evil. I allowed people to call me mean. And I never once addressed what betrayal has done to me.
Men, if you're having a tough time understanding why Lex P is getting so much backlash for being a side chick, let me explain, okay? Side chick allegations for female podcasters are probably worse than snitch allegations for rappers. Think about a rapper going through a snitch allegation. That's the equivalent to a female podcaster going through side chick allegations. Because when a female podcaster sit on that podcast, they talk about women issues. They present themselves as pro-women, as girls. Cause, they all sell dreams to these women, right? Like straight up, man. All right. They all sell dreams to these women. Well, when you are a girl's girl or when you're selling that girl dream to a woman on a podcast and females are identifying and relating to you, when they find out that you are the side chick who brought pain and anguish to another woman for 6 years, they look at you a little differently. They hear your words a little different. They receive you a little differently. Now, in the case of Lex P and this woman, it's beyond just side chick allegations. This woman is claiming her and Lex P were friends and Lex P betrayed her.
And that's what it done to me. I went through therapy, intensive therapy. 1 year I had 3 therapists at one time. Do you understand me? My kids was uprooted from our family home because I could not be in that home no longer without him. So I had to go and buy this house that I'm in now. We are now a divided family from betrayal, from the mindsets of women like Lex P. Now, I only know all of this information from watching the podcast because I did become a fan of the podcast. Like, they are a wonderful dynamic. Like, they are so entertaining. But as she started giving him a code name called Rapper Bay, I started putting the pieces together. And then that's what gave my confirmation, because me and Lex worked together at a nightclub for 4 years. And in those 4 years, she was dealing with him. Now, I didn't know, but what gave me an inkling was once I left the nightclub industry, I became a business owner. And so I haven't been on the night scene for a while, with some years. And so I was happy to see Lex when I returned to the nightclub, just a night out. But Lex was still working there. And I seen her and I wanted to embrace her and say, hey girl, how you doing? Like, I screamed her name from across the bar and she stopped like a deer in headlights. And she just stood there frozen. And I turned around and I'm like, Lex, you good? Like, hey. And she just stopped. But then I noticed her eyes pivoted towards this guy who is my baby daddy's cousin. So when her eyes darted directly to him and I followed her eyes, I literally was like, what? I was like, and so when I looked back at her, she still was just like, and at that moment, I was just like, all right, she must have messed with my baby daddy, or they must be messing around right now. Hopefully it ain't nothing serious. I never addressed it because I truly hoped that it was just like a one-time thing or it wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't until her podcast that she admitted that they've been doing what they've been doing for 6 years. Mind you, I was with this man for 8 years.
She delivered an effective hit piece. I'll tell you that. Because women are online right now acting like Lex P is like the second coming of Antichrist. They acting like Lex P committed treason, committed an act against humanity, which, listen, man, if these chicks was being honest, most of them have been side chicks before. Most of them. Right? Did Lex P really do anything that most women haven't done? No, not at all. Listen, the only part of this that I was disappointed in, that I was kind of like, was when I found out who the dude was. Like, because when you listen to Poor Minds, Lex P and her co-host, they put themselves on this pedestal. And you would think they would be dealing with like men, of like high caliber. Now, I'm not saying this dude is not high caliber. I'm saying this dude is like a local rapper. So the fact that Lex P is dealing with a local rapper, but yet on the podcast popping big-ish, I don't know, it's kind of disappointing because I thought the dude that Lex P would have been dealing with would have been like a dude worth like $100 million. His company just IPO'd, right? Like somebody of like high caliber, the way they be popping it. This is a local rapper who was effing on Lex P and apparently still effing on Lex P because this dude and her, I guess, is currently in a situationship. Now, if you listen to the podcast, Lex P actually talked about how she would never post her relationship. Now this kind of explains why, right? Because if you took somebody's man and you was dating that man the same time he was dating his baby mama, you probably wouldn't want to post him either. Now, Lex P did hide behind the veil of social media ruined relationships. I guess now she's kind of forced to kind of talk about this because this situation right here is damning for her reputation. Women and female podcasters, they have this different type of relationship. They look at all these female podcasters as like gurus. So if the guru or somebody who you believe is on your side actually presents themselves as the women you hate in terms of the woman who's taking your man from you, it's going to be bad for the podcast overall if she don't address this or address this properly.
That situation out to me, and I don't care about anybody saying, Toya, well, you need to move on, or Toya, you bitter, or Toya, ma'am, listen, that was my person. That was who I stamped as the man of my household, the father of my child. My children, because they saw him as my other two kids saw him as they dad. And I don't have family. That was all the family I had. I built that family dynamic because it's one thing when I came from a family that I couldn't have. I didn't choose that family. So I don't have family. But the family that I created, that was broken. That was divided by people and they selfish acts. And guess what? People get to go on and have successful podcasts, go on and get to have successful rap careers. And me, I'm dwindling down in my businesses because my mind cannot operate off of the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, the broken heart. And it's like, it's so much.
She was doing well up until that point. See, she was doing well. She should have stuck with, man, she is a snake. And then stick with that. Man, once you start to get into, my personal life is crashing, my business is dwindling, I'm not as successful as I want to be because of the hurt that Lex P gave. Man, come on, bro. Nah, homie, right? Man, her podcast doing well. She gets to build businesses for herself and she gets to succeed, but I can't succeed because of what they did. Man, listen, bruh. People experience heartbreak every day, bruh. That ain't the reason why your businesses ain't doing well. I'm sorry. Now that's a cop out. That's an excuse. Now that I won't let you get off. Okay, your businesses are not doing well. They're not dwindling down because of Lex P and your boyfriend like cheating and betraying you. That's not why. Okay, Lex P went on to have a successful career because she has a work ethic. You can also have that career as well if you have a work ethic. Work harder, right? But still blaming this relationship, which I think they're like a year or so broken up. You're still so heartbroken that like now you're blaming like your business's failing on Lex P. Man, cut it out, bro. Now that I won't let her get off. That's crazy. Like that's absurd. And it sounds like, hey, it sounds like, yo, I'm telling this story now because I'm salty that Lex P is more successful than me. And it feels like you're gonna use whatever you can use against her that you have over her head to try to destroy whatever she got going on. Now, this is where we really have to examine the motives of even doing this, because in the beginning, she said the motives were her just trying to tell her story. Now it feels like the motive is you want to tear down Lex P and her podcast because you feel like she don't deserve success because of what she did to you.
Came on me. And so for people that just be like, move on, this is not an intentional position or state that a woman that has the livelihoods of many on her hands want to be. But this is where I am. And I can't hide it no more. Imagine grieving somebody and they still alive. Imagine grieving these memories. It's unfair and it's disheartening, and I'm not doing this to bash Lex or my baby daddy because the situation is done. The only person recovering is Toya. But I'm putting this out there for people that have the mindsets of Lex P's or the mindset she had. Y'all, deal with somebody that ain't got no family, or deal with somebody that ain't, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship. But do y'all understand, like, the damage control that y'all do? It's unreal. It's unreal. Some people like myself take years to recover because in my mind, in my soul, he was a part of my lifetime.
Hey, man, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all believe, you know, that this right here is something that Lex P has to respond back to? Do y'all believe this could destroy Lex P's career? Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out how this disgusting drama today just left the Black community traumatized online. Click on this video right here to find out what that drama was. I'm going to see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.